So, hey guys, welcome to the first ranking show, whatever I'm going to call it. I should probably come up with a better name. But with the huge shakeup we had this weekend after Summit where no one's really sure who's number one, what we're going to mainly focus on doing this week is first figuring out who's number one, and then we're going to kind of go from there, figure it out. Again, I just want this to be a little short show, and again, I'm also feeling out what I want to do with this show. But without further ado, let's jump into this giant head-to-head document, and I gotta find some way. Can I? All right, so let's find out who is currently the best player in the world. I think the best place. I think head-to-head records are really, really important. So I kind of want to start here and go through and just eliminate people. I think off the bat we can probably eliminate Amsa, because Amsa's a great player, but I don't think he's nearly should be nearly in contention with these guys. He's got 2 positive records out of these 8. Well, I guess you can only have up to 7 positive records, and he only has 2 out of 7. Leffen, I think that's a really good point, Colo. And that's a lot of reason I think there's a lot of support behind Leffen, at least being top 3 or being up there, is because Leffen doesn't lose to people outside. Like, HBox has a lot of bad losses, Plup has some deep losses, Mango has some deep losses. He lost the Magi, for Christ's sake, but Leffen doesn't have those. That used to be like HBox's claim to fame, but he doesn't have that anymore. But I think Amsa is clearly like, we're talking, and I kind of made this graphic more so you can see. I need to drag this all the way up. I made this, added Amsa and like a couple of these other people on here. Oh god, I do not want to be dragging that. Shoot. I mean, I was saying that I added Amsa and a couple of these other people here just so we can. I want to see players' records against them. Amsa's not necessarily here because he's a top. He's in contention for the number 1 spot because he's almost certainly not, despite him being a fantastic player. But okay, so Amsa's definitely lured out here. Is anyone else? I think from those head-to-heads, we can probably rule out Zane as well. Zane and maybe Plup. I think Zane's probably the next off the chopping block here. Yeah, it's probably Zane and Plup would be the next chopping block because. See, if we were thinking a while ago, UBF, I believe that's your name. Thank you for the follow. If we were talking a little while ago where a win over Hungrybox was like worth more than your weight in gold, that 2-1 record on Hungrybox would be insane, as is Wizzy's 3-0 record on Hungrybox. But that 2-1 record on Hungrybox like means so much less now that we have IBDW, Mango, Leffen, Wizzy, Amsa all have Hungrybox wins. It's just like, it's all taken away from that. So we're gonna boot you out of here. I gotta duplicate this. Actually, I can probably zoom this in a little bit more to help you guys out see it a little bit better. Here we go. It's just weird having, I want to have on my like screen that I'm actually seeing enough for chat and that. So Zane's eliminated. I think Plup as well. Well, Plup hasn't won anything. I'm correct about that. What the ranking look like right now? UBF, we're just starting. We're going with these like top contenders for the number 1 spot. We're trying to just figure out who's number 1 first. That's kind of like the baseline. What do we want to do here? And we'll build everything from that, because like looking and seeing like where IBDW is, where's Triff, where's Moki is so hard, but without us laying that foundation. So I want to lay this foundation very slowly, quick, and then we're gonna get there. So I think Zane, Amsa definitely out. Let me frame this a little bit better. No, not that one. And again, I'm trying the, okay, JDK SSBM, thank you for the follow, I appreciate that. We're going to, no, that's the Amsa one, and that's the Zane one, I believe. Okay, we're gonna bring this and resize this more properly. Yeah, that'll work. Excuse me. So Zane's definitely out. Plup is almost certainly out of this conversation because he doesn't have that wing. I'm not the biggest fan. At one time I was definitely not. I did not care for tournament wins being considered and ranking someone. Pupper, thank you for the follow. But I think Plup can be easily discounted. Yeah, Edwin. Yeah, we're working our way there, UBF. I just want to make sure I cover all my bases, make sure I think about everything. All right, so now is when we start having real discussions. And I think if it head-to-head, I think like those are the 3 clear to eliminate, and then probably we can't just decide who's number 1 from this. Rabbit Chrome, thank you for the follow. Yeah, those losses to Moki and SFAT really hurt him. All right, so all of these guys except Leffen, tell me if I'm speaking out of turn, but I think all of these guys except Leffen have won tournaments of varying degrees. HBox has Genesis, Mango has Pound, Wizzy has Smash and Splash, Axe has Summit. Leffen has nothing, but he doesn't have bad losses, so he doesn't have that super good peak. And no wins. 0-2. His records against Wizzy and Axe suck, but I mean, he doesn't have any of those super bad losses. Oh, sick. I'm glad I got you into the game. Melee's so cool. Mango's Gommel, not Pound. Oh, yeah. Same difference. Thank you for correcting me, though. It's hard sometimes when I keep everything on my brain. Everyone can't be Pikachu 942. But this is exactly why I like being able to do this in stream, especially every weekend, because it makes everyone more knowledgeable. Mainly me, because usually the people in the comments got it. I do think that Mango's would probably be next on the chopping block. I do agree with that. Being 0-2 on Amson, Mango or what's Wizzy's? Axe has really bad losses. Wizzy has... What's Wizzy's worst losses? Losing to Amzer IBDW? Losing to Amzer IBDW for anyone outside the top 10, those are fantastic losses. But for when we're talking about the best player in the world, an Amza loss or an IBDW loss kind of sucks. S2J is Axe's worst loss? Oh, not Axe's worst loss. Wizzy's? Is that really Wizzy's only loss that's not on this chart? That's absolutely insane. And Wizzy's also, like, let me go back to this chart that I noticed that was funny. The only players in this chart that haven't played each other are Wizzy and Mango, which almost certainly helps Wizzy a ton. That's Wizzy's only lost on the chart. That's insane. That's so insane. Is Wizzy really #1 in the world? Is that really the world we live in? Is Wizzy... Okay, is Wizzy... let's just look head-to-head. Does Wizzy have a better head-to-head than Hungrybox? Just by straight numbers, not looking at players, he's 4-2, whereas Hungrybox is 3-3. That's interesting on its own. That square should be a dash. Yeah, no, I just... This was a very, like, quickly thrown together. I, like, just finished the colors, like, 10 minutes before I went live. Yeah, I only, like, made this chart today. Actually, if you want to look into how I kind of make video stuff, I put them all on this little... in a copybook. I have, like, copybooks full of, like, stuff like this, filling out charts. And I couldn't use red and green on this because I'm colorblind and can't tell. Like, here's all my, like, Summit preview stuff. Like, if you ever wanted to weigh in. I don't think Axe can be #1 in the world with his bad losses. Axe is really good, and Axe's head-to-heads are so good. But it's hard. It's leaning me... Axe is 4-2 as well. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's hard to separate from, like... Because we want to be ranking these players based on performances. But it's kind of... There's so much implied in there. I think that's what makes the rankings fun and difficult, is, like... Because Wizzy's entered less, it makes him harder and easier to rank. No, mainly just harder to rank. Because we're trying to suppose how they do at hypothetical tournaments. Access too many shaky mounts up. Oh, Ice Climbers. But then again, Wizzy also performs poorly against... I guess it's just Westballs and Mango? Because he played Ginger at Summit, if I remember correctly. Actually, that would probably be on here. Is there any other Falco that he struggles against? Where's Ginger? He's up 2-0. And Ginger, yeah. Second set being a 3-0 feels really nice. Wizzy Fiction Big House. Yeah, Wizzy being 5-0 and left in HBox is crazy. Yeah. Wizzy does benefit a lot from bracket lock, too. Like, not running into Mango or pull-up is incredible. 1-2 against West something. Yeah. God, I remember the Nudes Oakland set watching Wizrobe just, oh god, that was such a sad set. Um, God, so actually we'll remove ourselves a little bit from the Wizzy HBox discussion. Is there anyone else who yeah, I don't think it's fair the whole bracket luck against him either. It's not his fault that he hasn't had to play Plump or Mango. Is there anyone that you guys feel that should also be in that conversation with Wizzy and HBox? Because I think those are like the big talkers for number one right now. If we go person by person, Leffen doesn't have the big win. He's even with Mango. Being down on Wizzy and Axe really sucks. I don't know. Leffen's not having an event win really with in a year where so many people have tournament wins. I feel like that's a thing to be held against Leffen. Aatrox does have a lot of bad losses, but he is like contained bad loss. IBDW is IBDW probably his worst loss. Is definitely his worst loss, but HBox is more contained-ish. Like Wizzy's, I think Wizzy and HBox. Is that fair to say they have comparable losses? I wish we could just like Wizzy HBox. So I don't think anyone's first free. I don't think that's clear at all. I don't think anyone is clearly first place right now. I think I do agree with kind of what Edwin is saying. Alongside with Axe having some bad losses, he's got a bunch of people that if he runs into, like running into Ices is just kind of dead. I don't think Axe is up there really for me. Axe is really good and he has those really good head-to-heads. It's just those bad losses. Like looking just at this, if we were doing it just by head-to-heads, like Axe is like super up there, but Axe versus Leffen, who would be ranked higher? I honestly think Axe might be over. It might be like HBox Wizrobe Axe for me. A lost IBW isn't much worse than yesterday? I don't know. We need more placing the term HBox. Well, that we don't have more placings. So we gotta do it with this. Axe over Leffen. Honestly, I think that's a fair. And then I think that kind of solves our idea of if Leffen's in that top one discussion. Because if I can see Axe over Leffen, I don't think that's fair to have to put Leffen up in there. And Axe is attendant more, even though Axe does have those deeper losses, he has those bigger wins. He's really good head-to-heads. Yeah, I think Axe over Leffen is a thing that's happening for me. Let me pull up this little. Oh, that's my summer rank. Oh man, guys, I was ahead of the game the entire time. My summer rank from 2018. I told you guys. I knew. I just knew. But let me pull up the actual document that I want here. So Axe over Leffen is definitely a thing that I'm not. This is not like a lock in here, but I'd say like maybe. See anyone else up there in that discussion? HBox does have a lot of losing records, but Axe is no, yeah, but Wizzy, This is so tough. This is really so tough. HBox has attended a whole lot more. What has HBox won this year besides Genesis? Let's look at Hungry Box. Smash Wiki. That's what I'm looking for. Or at Liquidpedia. Come on. I like. Yeah, okay. No, why am I getting. Oh, this just hasn't been. Oh, that's Project M. I was like, where are all these results? Or are they just not here? This is why I like Smash Wiki better. I'm more used to it. Let's just go over there. Melee. What does he actually run? I'm just kind of trying to refresh my memory. He lost coming to Papa too. I forgot about that. He lost to Zane. One Momocon, which is like here and over there. So he won Genesis, won Overlords, which doesn't matter, 1 pound, which is good. Lost come to Papa. Yeah, the last real tournament he won was Pound. He's only won Pound in Genesis. I wouldn't say Genesis is not a impressive Hungerbox showing. He still won. Winning Genesis is pretty good. Who is number one and why is it Axe? Genesis only beat Axe and Plup? Yeah, no, he still won the tournament. That's if we're not gonna count bracket luck against against Wizrobe, we shouldn't count it against HBox. You think HBox is fourth? That's just a wrong opinion. I don't think that's not fair to HBox. Yeah, HBox has been to so much, and like, yeah, Wizzy only started attending events like a couple months ago. Like, HBox is, I really something I stick my guns to, stick to my guns on is rewarding people who attend events, and HBox has attended a lot of events. Music King is the best right now. Is Hungerbox still? HBox only has 3 winning records within here. I think Wizrobe's number 1 in the world right now. I think that might be the case. I mean, he's really benefiting from, and it shouldn't be held against him, but he's really benefiting from Plup kind of being recently. But I think I'm not locking anything in. I think it looks something like that. HBox at 4. I don't think in good conscience I can put Why left over Mango? Mango's head-to-heads aren't as pretty. Left over Mango. I think the left and also left over Mango for the lack of bad losses. Spend that bracket like 2 more, and I don't think HBox would drop to 2. First, because of his top 2 wins. HBox's wins, and especially head-to-heads, really aren't that impressive. Yeah, his tournament wins aren't super impressive. Him dropping... This is so hard. Nothing but what at Pound wins at Pound and a free-ass bracket at Genesis. Well, you can't... If you're not going to punish Wizzy for bracket luck, you can't punish HBox for having a free bracket at Genesis. That's not his fault. Yeah, you can't. I feel like that's not fair. If we're gonna give Wizzy, be like, hey, even though Wizzy has 2 huge roadblocks in Plup and Mango, he hasn't really had to face them that much. All right, let me check something real quick. I'm just curious to see how many. There's 73 people here watching me talk like a dummy. That's incredible. HBox is losing more matchups than winning ones. Yeah, that is a fact of the matter. So then I would have to put Axe above him. But Axe is like, if he runs into an Ice Climbers, he's kind of screwed. But I don't think there's anyone outside of the top 10. I guess you could say IVDW. It depends on where he lands, but I don't think there's very few people in the, like, anywhere up to top 16 that I'm concerned about for HBox. Whereas for Axe, I'm not as certain that Axe 100% of the time makes it the top 16 or top 8. Like, I 100% think that Hungerbox is more likely to make it there. Depends as well. Moki. We know that HBox will lose the Wizzy and is negative on Zane, negative on Amsa. I think that negative on Amsa is kind of a miss. It went down to, like, last hit. Like, I feel like HBox doesn't get as much credit as he deserves because he's such a good player. I'm punishing Axe for having bad bracket luck. No, I'm saying that the prompt usually for the top 100 is like if all these players go to 100 tournaments, who performs best? Like, and 99 of those tournaments, HBox makes it the top 16, like makes it the top 8. But I think I'm just kind of pulling a number out of my ass here, like 80 of those tournaments Axe makes it, or probably more than that, maybe 90 that Axe makes it to top 8, top 16. HBox only true counter is Wizzy. I think Zane could probably be considered a counter for him. Like, if Amsa and HBox meet again, I probably would expect HBox to win there. The bracket luck, we have seen those Roblox top. We haven't seen. That's a little nitpicky, Edwin. HBox has too many losing records. Too many losing records is 2 people. I don't think that's his really only, like, the only 2 people I think HBox should be concerned the C bracket is Zane, Wizzy, and then maybe Leffen. I think against Leffen it's a coin flip every time. So I guess that is kind of concerning, but like Zane and Wizzy are the only people I'm like super concerned that HBox is probably super concerned to see in his bracket path. Like next time he plays Amsa, he's probably gonna beat Amsa. He hasn't lost to Axe in 5 years. Mango is, I'd probably say I going by that, it's like 66-33. But he's not concerned about Plup. I think Leffen is more concerning than Zane. Oh, how did their last set go? I know we got that number there. Let me pull this. I'm trying to remember, but I'm lacking the memory. HBox Zane. Was there 2 losses come to pop? Yeah. See, I don't think HBox loses the Cody again. Cody's sick, but I don't think HBox is gonna lose the Cody again. I mean, I'd love to see Cody beat him again. Zane and Wizzy are scared. I don't think Amsa's scared for Hungerbox at all. Like, if watching that set, like, I think HBox just got tilted and that's why he lost. Like, I don't think that was. I'm not trying to take that away from Amsa. I don't think Amsa's. I think that's more like I don't expect Hungerbox to lose those again. Whereas. I expect Axe is probably losing the HBox next time he plays. I'm not 100% certain about him versus Leffen. Not certain about him versus Plup. He's losing record against Mango. I'm not certain about that. He probably beats Zane. Zane's making it closer. He probably beats Wizzy. He probably beats Amsa. Yeah, no, I know Amsa's beaten Hungerbox twice now. But Zach, sir, what did you ask me? For grounds, so you keep. Yeah, obviously. They're 2 different sets. I'd obviously count both sets because they're 2 different sets and you count them as such. Sorry, I missed your question. There's a lot of mental math going on right now. Cody's playing better against him than Leffen. Yeah. I think Wizro. I think I feel good about Wizrobe at number 1. I was 100% win rate in the last. That's exactly. Fat Goku gets it. IBDW is like Amada Fox reincarnated. Yeah, actually, yeah. Sorry, guys. Fat Goku number. Actually, I have this tradition of, let me copy the formatting over from here. Every time I do a ranking video, I have this tradition to, let's insert another row here. No, can I get another row in here? Come on, let me in. Let me in. Okay, I'll have to copy it after. But, this is going to mess up the formatting. Oh, no, it's still kind of fine. Let me continue on my stupid Mimi tradition with my 0 rank. It was Cody before. But I think there's too much Cody love here now. It's got to be Fat Goku. He's the clear 0 choice right here. But you can't share with the world like all your secrets. You got to keep it hidden from everyone. Hell yeah. Savior, who are your bracking concerns for Leffen? I think that's one of the big Leffen's big what are the words I'm looking for? One of the biggest W's for Leffen is that, like, him against HBox is a coin flip. Well, I guess that's probably, I would say Wizzy maybe, and Axe I'm not too concerned about. But against HBox and Mango, I'd say Wizzy's the only like super concern for me. And maybe I could even put Axe into the coin flip kind of realm now. But I feel like HBox and Mango are both a coin flip for him. Yeah, so I'd say like Wizzy, he's super unhappy to see. He can definitely do it. I just don't know what's going on right now. Oh, excuse me. So I'd say like Wizzy kind of concerning, HBox Mango concerning because I don't know how it's gonna go, as well as Axe. Maybe Leffen's head-to-heads aren't as good as I previously thought, and not having a win isn't that great, and not being in super attendance. Who gives Zane the most trouble besides Axe? Plup, Leffen, Wizrobe, Axe. Oh, you already said Axe. Yeah, like Zane has any Falcon S2J. Zane's like top 20 head-to-heads aren't the prettiest. Even where do you go even with? Oh, that's a local. Not that locals don't matter. Trade says it's Cody, Triff. Trifish. Axe only has HBox as well. Only having HBox as well. Well, he is any Ice Climbers player. He's been lucky that no Ices went to Summit. But that is true. Besides Ices, well, he does have a lot of deep losses. Yeah, the top 10's so weird to do. It is even with Junebug at locals, which is kind of concerning. His head-to-heads, Zane's head-to-heads, is that the Zane one? That's not the Zane one. Is that the Zane one? That's the Zane one. His head-to-head versus top 8 is gross. Shouldn't Leffen be above HBox? Well, HBox has attended like monumentally more events than him, and has won multiple tournaments. Wait, are 100 people here? God, I'm gonna look like a moron in front of 100. Okay, now it only says there's 72. Don't do that to me. Don't scare me like that. Back in my day. I can link you that spreadsheet again. And to remind you that this is not my spreadsheet, this is Wheat. Give me that Wheat, who puts in fantastic work. You should definitely follow him on Twitter. He tweets funny things and also melee stat stuff. Yeah, ranking was easy back in the day. Now it's hard. It doesn't get more simple than that. So, where was I? I feel like I've been kind of rambling on for a bit. So, okay, let's just go. Does Wizrobe deserve to be ranked higher than Hungrybox? Let's just talk about those two. What's Wizrobe's strengths, positives and negatives? Wizrobe has a tournament win at a major event. He has fantastic head-to-heads. He does have 2 concerning players. He's 3 concerning people to run into, whereas Hungrybox has like a near head same. Wizrobe has better head-to-heads. Wizrobe doesn't have as many deep losses. I feel like actually their head-to-heads are similar, with Wizrobe probably having a little bit edge. Wizzy is really good. Great result. Great head-to-heads. Only 3 entries. Yeah, Wizrobe does have less tournament entries. I think, is Axe's Summit run better than Wizzy's Smash and Splash run? Let's take a look at that. Let's look at these side by side. I think that's an interesting thought experiment. And by thought experiment, I mean just it's interesting to think. Wizzy, Axe, HBox, Leffen, all number 1. Yeah, that's easy, guys. All right, so Axe at Summit beats Moki, loses the Leffen, beats S2J, beats Zane, beat Mango, beat Wizrobe, beat Leffen, beat Wizrobe. Whew, that's a good run. That is a pretty looking run right there. And then Wizrobe, 1, did not drop any sets. He does benefit from it not being Swiss. But who did he beat? None, Leffen, Amza, HBox twice. I'd maybe say Axe is a little bit better. He does have the benefit of like it being an invitational tournament, and like every player he plays is going to be really sick. I don't know which one. I'd maybe say Axe's run is a little bit better. I'd probably say Axe's run is better. Slow King, thank you for the follow. Okay, so Axe's run is probably a little bit better. So then beyond his, and I don't think any of Hungrybox's runs can stand up to either Axe's run or Wizrobe's run. God. Wizard also made a run at Summit. Yeah, let's also add that to the equation. What's Wizzy attended this year? Mr. Success 123, thank you for the follow. Let's bring up your boy Wizrobe. I'm just trying to get a quick refresher. Gommel, how to eat 4th, 1st, and 2nd. God, that's, even though like placings like don't matter that much, that's incredible. He's been to 3 tournaments and he's done insanely well at all of them. Can I just bring up Wizzy's like full year? I mean, it's only 3 tournaments. So who did he lose to here? Axe, and Plup. That's honestly really sick. God. He ended IBDW's crazy run. He beat Captain Ezekiel and Dan's The Man and Pebbles. God, he's so good. Has grand finals, all majors tournaments he's attended. Lost to STJ and Axe. And that STJ loss is probably his worst. Hun, Swedish, Moki, H-Fox. God. Yeah, I feel good. I feel good about having Wizrobe number 1. Like, he's getting a lot of benefit of the doubt for his minimal tournament attendance, but he's played insanely. The way I'm ranking Wizrobe is very similar to the way I think earlier in the year I was ranking Leffen, because like the few tournaments he'd been to, he played out of his mind. When we talk about actual players' true skill, that's a weird conversation to get into. Like true skill and ranking, that's super, super weird because I think ranking is about saying the player that put up these results, not this player as a comprehensive picture. Like if we start talking about like who's a better Melee player, even though you think that this ranking discussion is about who's a better Melee player, I think the discussion is about who put up better results. Because I think who is a better Melee player is a weird conversation, a difficult conversation, and not the one we're having here. I think this conversation is whose resume is the best. Axe should be number 1. I don't think Axe should be number 1. Would you want your number 1 player in the world to have losses against Face Roll, Bananas, Army, Meds? I don't want my best player in the world to have those bad losses. Like he has really good results too. God, is Axe above Hungrybox? Have I made a... No, Hungrybox doesn't have those deep losses. What? Let me go back to... Because I was fawning over how sick Wizzy's... I think Wizzy's number 1 for me. Like, I don't see that changing. I mean... What's Juan's? And again, placings isn't like end all be all. It's just kind of like you get a feel for that. Like those are great results too. Juan is good. Juan is good at Melee. Oh, Zuppy, seeding's a total... Yeah, Axe is probably first seed. Axe and Wizzy are probably like top 2 seeds. A seeding's a totally different discussion. Because seeding's like super recency bias. Axe's worst losses, but much better wins. That's something that... How would I rank Moki? I have not a clue. I have no idea. I've like I said earlier in the show, and we might actually be coming up on near the end of the show after we probably top 6 is as far I'm going to get today. I'm doing spoiler alert, the video later this week is going to be a top 10. It's going to be something like this. It's going to be how much can I get through doing this. And my opinions on who's top 10 might change by then. But I think I am sticking to, you made my comment. Oh, who's pasting? I love me some pasta. I think I'm sticking to Wizrobe number 1. Is Axe number 2? No, Hungrybox is the more consistency. Axe has better peaks. Hungrybox has better consistency. Wizrobe has both, even though he's less active. Leffen's been like as active as Wizrobe, if I remember correctly. He just doesn't have the huge wins and the crazy runs. Yeah, I think HBox number 2 feels right for me. Wow, 120. How can we rank anyone in the top 10 who's got 129th? Like, anyone who ever gets 129th at a tournament, especially one on the West Coast, should never be ranked ever again. Man, Mutikings. Yeah, Mutiking, is Mutiking even top 30? Actually, Mutiking is probably just, like, inactive. Okay, it'd be so hard to rank, but I'm happy with Wizrobe Hungrybox 1, 2. And then I think it would be Plop's not in this conversation. Zane's not in this conversation. Zane has way too many bad losses. IBDW 5th. Come on. This is clear. This is clear. Obvious choice. No, I'm just joking. Wait, I saw the beginning of this comment. I want to read. Someone should develop an AI that can analyze players and game styles in certain matchups in certain situations and reenact multiple sets over time, so you can just plug in a million sets to see who wins more time. Well, first off, I would be out of a job, and second off, I don't know. Why not Mango over Leffen? Let's talk Mango versus Leffen. Let's take a look at that. Also, let me peep how many people we got in here. 68. Why is Mango under 11? Well, I don't know if Mango's under 11. Those were kind of like a sit. So let me box this out real quick. Let's make sure we're having. Actually, I can take the Zane box and stretch it down. Zane box, cool. We're gonna bring you down, and then I can probably copy this one over, drag it up to H box. All right, let's talk Mango Leffen. Mango's attended more tournaments. Mango has a win under his belt. Mango has losses to... Who's the other person he lost? He lost to Magi and... Who's the other bad loss he had at Genesis? I'll wait till chat to give me that instead of looking up because you guys will be faster. Mango does have an incredible record against Wizzy, the best player in the world. Amsa was his other loss, you're correct. Thank you for that, cheap. So Mango has a tournament win. That's what he holds over Leffen. How their head-to-heads compare? They're even at their direct head-to-heads. I'd say they're similar against HBox. Obviously, Leffen would get the go-ahead on that. They both beat Plup. They both beat Zane. Mango beats Wizzy. We don't need the suit, so I don't know. I think Mango's below Leffen here. Just those bad losses are really bad. Like Leffen doesn't drop us at the Magi. Leffen probably doesn't lose to Hamza. But Leffen doesn't drop us at the Magi. I just missed that notification for the follow. I can double check it over here so I don't get in anyone's way. Sea Turtle, thank you for the follow. I think I got everyone else on here. The Ice Twist, I think I missed your follow notification, but thank you for that. Winning against Wizzy doesn't matter. Yep, that's a weird discussion to have because like generally I'd say I don't want to factor that in. Monty with a lot of N's, thank you for the follow. I generously say that doesn't factor in, but like Mango's so aggressively favored against Wizzy, like it's disgusting. Like we can almost 100% assume that Mango beats Wizzy. I think their head-to-heads are in the same ballpark. I don't want to say they're same. Who would I give the go-ahead to here? Oh, wow. A lot of followers just came in at once. Josh Magbrag, thank you for the follow. LL, I think those are L's. F1992, thank you for the follow. And Coucho, thank you for the follow. Cool. Yeah. Bad losses, I'm a very much a consistency. Peaks versus consistency, I usually go on the side of consistency. So bad losses feels real bad. I've said over and over again, I can see Mango taking a Magi level loss is not something that happens like 1 in 100 tournaments. But for Leffen, that doesn't happen. Or at least the probability, just throwing out random numbers, the probability of that happening to Leffen is like 1 in 1,000, where that happening to Mango is like 1 in 100. Wizzy's worst losses, S2J, yeah. That's a whole other sense. But I think Leffen should be above Mango. I feel that I'm very confident. They're definitely close. Everyone in this top 10 is so close, but I think Leffen should be over Mango. Misatch won, and Bizim, thank you for the follows. I think now that I noticed that I'm reading the follows, everyone's kind of sending them through. Axe's bottoms out really low. Yeah, he's bad losses and consistency. That's why I think Axe is not in this conversation for these two, or like in my mental headspace, like not on the same level as those two because of those low losses. But I definitely think Leffen over Mango. I think this might be my top 5. I have to think about. I think Leffen's clearly over Mango. I want to have this discussion one more time. I think this discussion of Axe versus Leffen is going to be the last thing we do today. God, I'm so happy you guys all tuned in. This is a fantastic time. I like being able to talk to you. HBox is number 1 right now. 2 super major wins. You can go back and watch the VOD. I've spent so much time talking about Wizard of Hungrybox, but I'm gonna stay. I feel confident in that. And again, I say it might change later in the week when I put out that video. Leffen Wizzy, yeah. And no, HBox is getting wrecked. HBox is really good. Every player on here is really good. Axe over Leff for sure. Yeah, let's finish off this discussion. Let's look at Axe versus Leffen. Let me clean up this little chart again. Well, actually, I could probably just drag this one up because I'm the Photoshop god who can just hit Control Transform. All right, before Josh Magbag, thank you for the kind words. I'm gonna hopefully just to kind of talk to you guys for briefly now. I'm gonna try to do this every Monday, either like 6 p.m. EST or 7 p.m. Actually, what do you guys prefer? Like earlier or later? I know some people are West Coast, so some people are different places. Is 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. better for you? That's I'll try to judge and go off that week. But you'll always see the tweet from me. You'll get the live notification if you click. I believe the bell's somewhere up there that you can get like notifications to your phone or to your email when I go live. And if you're not able to watch this live, the VOD's gonna go up every like Tuesday at 12-ish, 6 or 7 EST. So that would be EST would be 4 Pacific or 7 p.m. It seems like a resounding 7 p.m. I wanted to do 7 p.m. today, but I told my friends I go to a movie with them at 8, so I had to push it forward after I realized, like, oh god, I want to do the ranking show this week. But it'll probably be 7 is probably going to be the shifting thing. And also, I don't know how many of you watched that Patreon update video, but I'm also thinking about streaming every Thursday after I put out my video and kind of just like giving director's commentary and like watching it along with you guys like later in the day. Is that something you think you'd be interested in, or is that kind of like... Because I really have no idea if people would like that or not. Who will be number 1 in 1 or 2 years? I don't know. I don't know who's 1 and 2 right now. I don't think Jason Zimmerman from Cinnaminson, New Jersey will be number 1 in 2 years. That'd be dope. Hell yeah. That's what I like to hear, my boys. Okay, let's have this Leffen Axe conversation. And then let me go to the movies and be happy that this stream went really well. Again, thank you guys so much for all this. I'm so surprised with how many people are here. This makes me so happy. Oh, golly gee. All right, let me stop being a nerd and start being a nerd. Leffen versus Axe. Oh, that needs to be dragged up a little bit more. Cool. So who has the better head-to-head record? I think it's Axe. Axe is a better head-to-head record there. Who's Axe afraid to run into? HBox? Any Ice Climbers player. Probably Mango. I'd say that's fair to give Mango, and I'd say Leffen's maybe like a coin flip. Leffen also does not lose the top 50 Sheiks and Ices. Leffen, who's he afraid to run into? Afraid? Wizrobe? That's about it. And I don't think that's like a super scary thing. I mean, we have to go off his head-to-head for the year, and I would say probably from the head-to-heads, he's afraid to run into Wizrobe. H-Box is like a coin flip. Mango's like a coin flip. Axe is a coin flip that's in his favor, not this year. So I'd say that's also, I consider that a coin flip. Yeah, Zane Axe has also been getting closer. Well, I guess Zane is also bringing it closer with Leffen. But Zane's just, I think that's why Zane's hovering around that 6. Zane's probably, I don't know if I've put him in yet. I can close this summer rank 1. I'd say Zane's probably 6. I don't want to put that in there because I want to wait to have that discussion probably in the process of making this week's video. But Zane's probably 6. Zane's so good. Pup's had such an off year. It's so, well, he just hasn't been as active and he's kind of been iffy. Zane is scared for Leffen. I think Zane's definitely scared of Leffen. Don't put Zane 6th. I'm discussing it just to like make sure. I want to make sure all my gooses are out. I will listen to that argument after I'm done talking. So, Axe is better head-to-heads. Axe is, what are Leffen's placements? I know Leffen's been fairly inactive. He's got third, and then he got third at Summit? Third. So, consistently third across the board, where Axe has gotten, let me duplicate this and put Axe in here. I think I'm already, as I'm going through this discussion and trying to feasibly see some way that Leffen could potentially be ranked higher than Axe, I don't think it's there. Axe definitely has lower lows, but his highs are, he's had a great year. It's like who did he lose to a pound? Is that where he dropped one of his Sheik sets? But that's an incredible year. Axe is not number 1. Axe is great. Axe's bad losses are not enough to weigh him out against see, it's a weird bouncing out between, I can't say I'm like a full consistency, full peaks kind of person, but I think it's Axe's peaks make up for his consistency enough to beat Leffen, who is consistent but not nearly as inactive and does not have those same peaks. And who he lost to? SFAT. Yike. That's 120. Worst at random events. Yeah, I think those larger events matter more. I don't think Fiction, it's hard to say anything until last year. It's hard to say anything for this year, but I don't see Fiction being top 8 or top 10 anytime soon. Again, I feel like I always have to qualify it because usually this stuff gets back to people, and like I don't want it to be misconstrued as shit talking. Like, I think Fiction, I made a video on Fiction, for Christ's sake. I think Fiction's an immensely talented player. As do I think Triff, and that's a whole another discussion. But yeah, I think Axe over Leffen is fair. Leffen over Mango, probably Zane. Okay, what were you saying, Cola, about Zane being 6th? Oh my God, Zaxo, you can't say that. That's mean. Pulp over Zane. Okay, how much? Oh, let's see. Pulp. We still have a little bit. How long have I been streaming for? Yeah, we're starting to lose steam as well. I started streaming at like 53 minutes ago. Well, I started the show like 50 minutes ago, so we probably have like 10 more minutes-ish until I want to call it off. Hour 5, yeah, I just don't know exactly when I started, like, the show when I did my official bad. Oh, God, we're showing off the 0. Repost it so you can read with the rest of the chat. Yeah, I'm gonna, Zaxor, thank you for the follow. Those two are on this sheet. Let's compare their head-to-heads. Who was I going to compare? I was going to compare Zane and Plup. So Zane has beat H-Box at a tournament this year. Plup has not won a tournament. Actually, I can drag this one here and then drag down the H-box one. Drag him. Drag him. So head-to-heads, God, they don't look pretty for either player. Neither of these look pretty. So Plup loses the H-box. Plup Leffen is by these head-to-heads. No, I still give that more coin flip. Plup beats Mango. I mean, Mango beats Plup. Plup beats Zane. Plup beats Wizzy. Plup beats Hamza. Plup probably beats Elikaya. Thank you for the follow. SGJ's head-to-heads? I don't know. So, okay, so who is Zane? I mean, who's Plup afraid to run into? H-box, Mango. That's about it. Who are the two, like, really weird players that Plup dropped sets to? It's like, who am I blanking on that Plup drop had that weird tournament? Lost like SFAT and another Fox? Moki? Moki. Cool. Dope. I know my facts sometimes. So, what's Zane's worst loss? Oh, and here's our current rank that we're looking at. We're talking about where, I guess I can drag these guys over. We're talking about where these two boys, because I think, would anyone say that there's anyone else who's going to be in these 6th and 7th spot? Doopy Dino, thank you for the follow. I don't think, I can't see anyone else. Is Amsa, where's Amsa in this discussion? What's Amsa's head-to-head look like? Let's bring the dinosaur in here. Oh, that's the wrong one. Yep. Let's talk about this dinosaur. Amsa and STJ above Plup? I don't know about that. Oh, my top three? My top three currently is Wizrobe, Hungerbox, X. Hell no. Yeah, no, I don't think Amsa's in this discussion. So Amsa's probably not happy to see Hungerbox. Cameron Springs, thank you for the follow. Amsa's not happy to see Hungerbox, not happy to see Leffen, not happy to see Plup. He's probably kind of happy to see Mango. Not happy to see Zane, not happy to see Wizzy, not happy to see Axe. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Amsa's up there. That's even like more. Yeah, I don't think it's. I think Plup and Zane are a league above. Yeah, I don't think Amsa's in this conversation. God, Amsa's good though, but I don't think. I think these two in some sort of order are 6 and 7. Cool. I'm glad. Take that out last. Take that out last, dude. Hey, Mega. Alright, Cola. Look at Amsa's results for the year. Yeah, let me remind myself of what. Even though I still don't think Amsa's in this discussion. Let me just remind myself right quick what Mr. Amsa's results look like. That was solid. Who did he lose? He lost the Trift twice at Phoenix Blue, if I remember correctly. 4th at Genesis is dope. Like those are good results. Not head to head. Plup went over Zane at. Yeah, I think that would Plup. That's yeah. That's good. I just don't think Amsa has so many bad things he could run into bracket. Like, I think Zane and Plup do. I think Plup's the more consistent player. I don't think anyone would argue that. Let me take Amsa back out of this equation. I don't think it's fair to have him in this discussion with these two. I think Plup's easily the more consistent player. I don't think their head-to-head against each other should be the deciding factor. Obviously head-to-head against another top 10 player is important, but I don't think like when comparing two players, I don't think we should weigh their head-to-head against each other more than anything else. I think it should be weighed as much as any other head-to-head. But Plup is scared to see... Let's do this again. Plup is scared to see HBox, probably Leffen, probably Mango. And that's about it. Whereas Zane's afraid to see Leffen, Plup, Mango, probably Wizzy. If we're giving him benefit of that, so we'd say it's 4. Because he's probably scared to see Axe. Plup has the consistent... Plup does have those worse. I think they both have, like, decently bad losses. Let's kind of... Smokey SFAT are his 2 worst losses? Smokey? I forgot. Moki's not top 50. So Moki, SFAT are Plup's 2 worst losses. And then Zane's worst losses are... Triff and Cody? No, that's a Zane playing Fox. Yeah. What's Zane's first loss? Actually, I might have that. Zane does consistently lose to S2J. Like, I think for a similar reason, I have Leffen over Mango. I'd probably put Plup over Zane. What was my... I had those switched on this ranking. That's interesting. Yeah, because this was my before Smash and Splash. Even record was Junebug is worst loss. This is one that definitely has a high probability of swapping for like the actual video this week. But my heart of hearts, as we're finishing up this first episode of ranking, probably says that. Because Plup's exceptionally more consistent. I don't see him running into roadblocks. He always performs bad at Summit. What was his losses at Summit? Mango, Hungrybox, Zane. Like, that's not too bad. Losing to Zane is a tiny red flag, but, like, wasn't really able to pull in any great wins. What about Plup here? HBox Leffener's 2 losses here. Yeah. Zane is HBox wins. Yeah, I think I feel cool with that. And hey, Sicko, what's up? I'm actually just starting to write it down. Am's bad losses are better than Zane's bad losses. I agree, but Zane's wins are better than Can I stay on to that statement? Are Zane's wins better than Am's wins? That is a good point. Whenever Plup's really good. But he does... I'd probably say Zane's wins are slightly more valuable. Even though I went on about how an HBox win is less valuable. Having 2 HBox wins is really good. And having a Plup win is really good for a matchup that just, like, seems... I think Zane wins are just slightly better. Why Mango below Leffen? The crux of the thing for Mango over Leffen, even though Leffen's been less active, is that, well, it's a lot of things. I talked about it a whole lot earlier, but one of the big things that keeps me from Leffen above him, Leffen's super consistent. Like, I can't see Leffen losing the Magi, but I can see Mango losing to Magi or a Magi-like player again. Yeah, Zane's spread sucks. But I think that's gonna about do it for this first trial run of the ranking show. Thank you guys so much for being here. Really enjoyed doing this. We're probably gonna move it up to 7 p.m. Next week on Monday. Same time, same place. Doing it every week. We might also be doing a stream Thursday of, like, as I was saying earlier, like the director's commentary on the Thursday video. But that depends on how... You guys seem to be interested in this house, so maybe I'll just do it for a test run because you guys very much showed up here today. But yeah, so that about does it for the ranking show. If you come up with a better name, leave it in the comments. Also, if there's anything you missed, the VOD will be over on my YouTube channel tomorrow. Go subscribe to there if you're not already subscribed. Cameron, thank you for those bits. Casual Flagual, thank you for that follow. And I think that's about it. I've been Saves Untitled. This has been a really fun time. I can't wait to do this every week. Next week, 7 p.m. or 6 p.m. I'll tweet about it, probably 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've been Saves Untitled, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for coming to hang out.